Good evening, everyone. It is Tuesday, December 6th, 2022 at 7 p.m. And I'd like to call the Village of North Hudson Regular Board of Trustees meeting to order. I have a short invocation quickly. And let's see. Father, I know that as a nation we need you now more than ever. We lift up your name in praise for the blessings you have bestowed on our country. We pray that the people across the country will turn to you for the ultimate source of freedom and hope. Roll call, please.
Trustee McGarrett?
Here.
Here. Nelson?
Here.
Here.
Heidi? Absent. President Wackett?
Here.
And Trustee Zeiss?
Here.
Thank you. Item 2 is review and approve minutes from the regular board meeting of November 1, 2022.
I move to approve the regular board meeting minutes from 11/1/2022.
Thank you, Mary.
Second.
Thank you, Kirk. Is there any corrections, amendments, or adjustments? Hearing none, all in favor of the minutes as presented, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Thank you. Item 3 is comments from the floor
Do the
and
special, I'm sorry,
need the
President
special one,
Reagan, I
too.
didn't do the special board, I just did it one at a time. So should we do a second move for the 11/16/2022 special board minutes?
Yeah, you should do two.
okay, yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't realize we had 2. Okay,
I move to approve the November 15th, 2022 special village board meeting minutes.
thank you, Mary. Thanks for catching me. Thanks for catching that. Okay, any discussion or corrections on that? Hearing none, all in favor of the special board meeting minutes as presented, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Okay, thank you. And unanimous. Item 3, comments from the floor. Opportunity for residents to make the board aware of topics, issues, opportunities either on or not on the agenda. And everybody in the audience is on the agenda, so we'll go to item 4, which is proposed automatic aid agreement with St. Joe Fire Department. Discussion approval requested. Is there a motion?
So move.
Thank you, Jim. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you. Okay. So, questions for the chief?
So
Yeah.
the copy that, oh, I'm sorry, go
Go,
ahead.
no, you go ahead first.
The copy that we have isn't signed. Is there a signed copy for Hudson?
No, there's nothing yet, no. They just approved this auto aid agreement at council not this one this week, last month. So they just approved it, so I'm still getting approval from all the municipalities. So,
Thank you.
Yeah, and as soon as, I've got it in the packet here, so as soon as, if we approve this, the agreement, then I'll sign it and it'll be passed along and we'll go along.
Did we have any like this agreement during the during the Highway 35 construction we had? Something?
yeah, so there was an agreement in place during that time when the bridge was closed.
Okay.
It wasn't, I couldn't find anything exactly this formal.
Okay.
There was more or less a gentleman's agreement at the time.
okay.
I just wanted to solidify something a little more teeth than what the other agreement had, and then this would limit it to just structure fires. When the bridge was out, that they were coming for everything: grass fires, fire alarms, CO call, everything. This is just for structure fires.
Why do you have to determine what type of pumper they have and number of firefighters? It just
The reason we do that is so we don't get like the entire St. Joseph Fire Department doesn't come down. Like we specify exactly what we want, so we don't get their whole department.
Yeah.
And same thing going that way. We're not offering to send them everything, but we'll send them what they request.
And with the, chain of command, if they get here first and they take command of the situation, when you guys go on scene, does that chain of command switch over?
It can, if everything's going well and there's no issues, which there wouldn't be, they could easily stay in command of the scene because they got there first. The way it's designed is that the first arriving fire unit takes command. So if that's them, they take it. If it's us, we take it. Same thing if we went up there, we would take command. So there would be discussion on scene. Hey, do you want to take command of your fire? Sure, I'll take it. Transfer it over to us. Yep.
We're all on the same response calls, signals and radios
Yeah.
and all that stuff. They're all on the same.
Yep. Yeah, there's no issues. Yeah.
Yep.
So what the auto aid does, so we already have mutual aid in place, but what it does is it's a simultaneous dispatch, and it gets them moving at the same time as us. Instead of us getting the call, coming up here, getting reports from police saying, yeah, that building's actually on fire, then calling mutual aid. There's a time delay in there. This just gets everything coming at the same time. Just cuts that delay out.
Well, and you said earlier that you've had where they actually got here little bit ahead of our truck. So
Yeah, we had a call here the night, weekend after Thanksgiving on St. Croix Street for smoking a house, and actually their engine got here first. Myself and another chief were on scene, but fire suppression wise, their engine got here first before we got here. So, it works as designed for sure. So,
well, that's excellent. I think it's a great agreement, and it's nice to have it, fleshed out so that
yep.
everybody knows what they're going to do.
Good.
Any other questions for Drew?
I appreciate you being here to explain
Absolutely.
this to us.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yep.
Anything else? Thank you, Drew.
Absolutely.
Hope you have a pleasant evening. I don't think you're going
Same
to stick around for the rest of this. Okay, so proposed agreement, I think this one, we don't need a roll call.
You don't need one, no.
No. All in favor of the agreement as presented, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you, unanimous. Excuse me. Item 5, 2023 mobile home park license, Pamela Zappa, approval requested.
Stan, can I move to approve the 2023 mobile home trailer park permit?
Take care,
for
Drew.
Pamela Zappa.
Thank you, Kirk. Is there a second?
I'll second that.
Thank you. Any comments, questions? We've been doing this for a long time. We've never had any issues before. So, any other discussion or questions? Hearing none, all in favor of approval of the park license, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. Item 6, recommended appointment of Dave Plenty to fill the vacant position on the Board of Zoning Appeals. Approval requested.
Stan, can I move to approve Dave Palenti to fill the vacant position on the Board of Zoning Approvals? Board of Zoning Appeals, yep.
Thank you, Kirk. Is there a second? Thank you. Any comments or questions?
What do you know about Dave?
What do I know about Dave?
How long has he lived here for?
God, I think he's been here probably longer than me.
30,
30,
35?
30 plus
36?
years. Yeah, he's been very community oriented and involved in a lot of stuff. I think he's bored and maybe wants to. I see him walk in the neighborhood and stuff like that quite a bit. So, yeah,
Kids went to
I
Hudson.
appreciate it. I mean, it's not really easy always to get people to take these different volunteer positions. So, it's much appreciated, Dave, and hopefully you won't have too many meetings. Any other comments or questions? All in favor of approving Dave Plenty as to fill in the position of Board of Zoning Appeals, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. New business from the board or staff. It's the first would be the president's comments, and it is December, and tomorrow would be the 81st anniversary of the attack on Pearl Harbor, and I hope everyone will remember that day in history, that day that will live in infamy, according to the president at that time, and keep the folks of all of our veterans in your thoughts and prayers. Next, there's I hope everyone has a safe, happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas, and a Happy New Year. And from Melissa, who is not feeling well with the winter stuff that's going around, she wants me to relay that the spring election will be on Tuesday, April 4th, 2023. Any residents who are interested in running for the village board can pick up the necessary paperwork at the village hall. Paperwork must be filed with the village clerk by 5 p.m. on Tuesday, January 3rd, 2023. Offices up for election are village president and 3 village trustee positions. Incumbents are myself, Stan Wecken, Kirk Nelson, Amy Noonan, and Mary McGurn. And that's all she had. So, up to number 8. Plan Commission, Paul, was there anything going on with them?
Did not meet.
Sweet.
Thank you.
And next is Personnel and Finance Committee, recommendations, claims, and approval. Is there a motion to approve the claims?
Stan, can I move to approve December 2022 non-recurring claims of $129,528.10?
Thank you, Kirk. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Jen. Comments, questions, or
Stan, what's that big number at the bottom?
big number is the pavement on St. Croix Street.
Thank you.
And then we do some cleanup, I think, at the end of the year to pay off certain bills and to get the parts we're needing. I see there's different stuff going on that way, so. But, yeah, that's, does that clean us out with project close, the pavement?
We're waiting for Gary,
Okay.
but that should be palatable.
We'll have it within the year then. We'll have it within the year.
Yeah, that one shouldn't be a big shock.
Alrighty. Okay, let's see, that's claims, so, Mary,
Yes.
Amy,
Yes.
Jen,
Yes.
yes?
Yes.
And yes.
Thank you. Letter B, 2023 Animal Impounding Service Contract, Woodbury Animal Humane Society. Approval requested.
So moved.
Thank you, Kirk. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Jen. Is there comments, questions?
Just so everybody's aware, I talked to Melissa on that, and she did ask that the village become an additional insured on the agreement, and they're gonna do that.
Okay. That's good. That helps with our liabilities if something happens or whatever.
Yeah, it'll go on theirs as.
Ah.
so,
Nice.
No cost.
Good. Anything else? I think that one is contract. So all in favor of the Animal Impounding Service contract with Woodbury Animal Humane Society, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Thank you. Item C, 2023 Animal Warden Contract approval requested.
Stan, I move to approve the animal ward contract.
Thank you, Kirk. Is there a second?
I'll second that.
Thank you, Amy. Comments or questions? I know during finance, I asked the chief how things been going with our warden or animal warden, and he said things have been very well. Or I mean, going, no issues or whatever, and so I think he's been doing a good job. And again, it's just like the Woodbury the Humane Society. There's not a lot of options when it comes to the critters and stuff. So
Yeah, Stan, and we've had come to a couple of our public safety meetings, and he's represented himself very well. And
excellent.
can provide some good input, so, yeah, very good.
That's good to hear.
And this combined
Okay.
with the Woodbury is like $1,500 total in our budget. It's a pretty small budget item, so.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
point.
we don't. Usually the people are pretty good with their critters around here, especially now with social media,
Yeah. if
because
they get found.
everybody's taking care of everybody's critters and stuff.
I'm glad to mention that he has been at the safety meeting numerous times, and he's been more than willing to spend whatever time is needed to review things and discuss it with us.
Thank you. Okay, the contract. All in favor of the contract as presented, signal saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. Item D, 2022-2023 funding for USGS Willow River Stream Gauge, discussion, possible approval.
Stan, I motion to approve the request of the DNR and USGS for payment for $600 for fiscal year 2023 for the USG Willow River Stream Gauge, with funds coming from the other conservation and development contract professional services 2023 budget.
Second.
Thank you. Any comments or questions?
I'm very familiar with the Lake Malibu Association. They do a stand-up job. They're very, very good at their jobs over there, and they care about the lake. So I think we should all, give them a round of applause, because I'm really happy for what they do.
Yes, very good.
Yeah. The
No,
lake is important to us.
Yes, it is.
That lake is pretty important to the area and stuff. I just wish the DNR was a little more receptive to mitigation.
Yeah, the DNR is a challenge.
Spoiler alert.
like
For
that.
people that haven't had a chance to look, there is a website that has all this information that was shared with the board. And so just so that citizens know that it's under the usgs.gov site for monitoring, and you can find the Lake Malibu information on there that has years and years and years of data on phosphorus and water temperature and all sorts of information that's really helpful to see that this is what this money is going for, is to create data regarding the health of the lake and of the water area, so that there can be good planning for best practices to try and improve the water quality. So this is really a tremendous thing, as Jen said, for our community.
Yeah, and I've lived here all my life, and the channel in that lake has changed since they popped that dam up above, years ago, and and then the way it just opened and closed and stuff up near you was it's like, what the heck is going on? So hopefully the DNR will step up and take care of that lake so we get it back to where it used to be. So it used to be just a fantastic fishing lake. Okay, all in favor of funding that with what we have, the $600 for this year, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. Okay, Public Works, Brian is not here, and I don't think he had anything to bring forward. Tim, Public Safety.
Stan, we did meet, and I would like to propose the motion to approve resolution number 2022-14, a resolution to donate former Chief Richard Jensen's service weapon to his family. Do I need to read the whereas?
Well,
Or can we? I can do it. Whereas Richard Jensen was the police chief of the village of North Hudson for 19 years prior to his retirement in 1999. Whereas while serving as police chief, Chief Jensen carried a Colt 38 Special revolver, serial number W02095, as his weapon, as a service weapon. Whereas the Chief Jensen's retirement, the Village of North Hudson Police Department transitioned to using semi-automatic handguns for service weapons. Whereas because a service weapon no longer meets the specifications for a service weapon or backup service weapon of the Village of North Hudson Police Department, and therefore no functional value to the police department, the service weapon has been stored in the police chief's office since 1999. Whereas Chief Jensen's grandson, Jude Torning, has completed his academic training for Cottage Grove, Minnesota Police Department, and was sworn in as a full-time police officer in October 2022. Whereas Chief Jensen's daughter, Carol Torning, has requested the service weapon be donated to her family so they can provide it as a gift to Jude Torning in memory of his grandfather and in recognition of their mutual service as law enforcement officers. Whereas the village board finds that the service weapon is of nominal value to the village and desires to recognize Chief Jensen's years of service to the village of North Hudson and support the desire of young people to enter into career law enforcement. Therefore, it be resolved that the village hereby approves the donation of the service weapon and authorizes the directs of Chief Richard to take such steps as necessary to lawfully transfer the weapon to the Jensen family.
Second.
Thank you. Comments or questions?
This is why we are North Hudson. It's such a great example of a gift that, even if it was worth something, I mean, how much is it worth to their family? So I'm really happy to whoever put this forward, and thank you very much.
I agree, I think it's fabulous.
Probably clear out a drawer too, aren't
Oh,
you?
I just,
Little space, yes.
I see it in your top drawer too. Like, let me grab a pencil.
No, that's a, yeah. That's, with that, a wheel gun like that wouldn't fly too far anymore, I don't think.
6 rounds is not enough to sometimes do what we need to do, so.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, and so, let's see, I don't think we need a roll call
No,
for
you need a
the
roll call for
Huh?
it. It's a resolution, you want a roll call.
resolution. So, all in favor of the resolution as presented, signal by saying aye.
No, you want-
Aye.
You want the roll call for it.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, you do.
Okay, resolution, Tim?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
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 Okay, thank you. Sorry, I missed. My fancy electronics didn't work so good that time. Anything else, Tim?
No, it's good. Thank you, sir.
Sweet, okay. Next is public welfare. Kirk, did you-
We did not meet, and then Park Board, we have nothing to bring forward.
okay. And let's see. Next on the agenda is Park Board is nothing?
Nope.
Okay, and then, we've got, so we go into 14, which would be convene into closed session. The board may convene into a closed session pursuant to Wisconsin statute 19.85, parent 1, parent lowercase g, for the purpose of conferring with legal counsel for the Village of North Hudson, who is rendering oral or written advice concerning strategy to be adopted by the body with respect to litigation which is or is likely to become involved with respect to Riverside Drive North Duplex Station property. And then B, do we have to go separate on these?
Yeah, you should vote on each one.
Okay, so is there
Second for A.
your second for A?
Second.
Okay. And all in favor of going into closed session, the signal by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Thank you. Kirk said second, so
Move to approve. Move to approve.
Jen will move to approve Kirk's second, okay? Yeah, when I heard second thing, yeah, I missed the first part too. Okay, item B then would be, the board may convene into closed session pursuant to Wisconsin statute 19.85, parent 1, parent lowercase g, for the purpose of conferring with legal counsel for the Village of North Hudson, who is rendering oral or written advice concerning strategy to be adopted by the body with respect to litigation in which it is or is likely to become involved in with the remaining EMS funds by the City of Hudson, held by the City of Hudson. Is there,
Move to approve.
Jen, thank you, and second?
Second.
Thank you, Kirk. And, well, I mean, Paul's gonna have a short
vote.
update. Mary?
Are we all those in favor?
Would
Yeah. We want to vote on it, no?
vote on that one?
Yep.
Yes? Amy?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
And yes.
Thank you. And item C, the board may convene into closed session pursuant to Wisconsin statute 19.85, parent 1, parent lowercase g, for the purpose of conferring with legal counsel for the Village of North Hudson, who is rendering oral written advice concerning strategy to be adopted by the board with respect to litigation in which it is likely to become involved with respect to the city or to the sewer interceptor agreements with the City of Hudson. Is there a motion?
I move to approve.
Second.
And thank you. Discussion?
I'll vote.
Okay, Tim?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Amy?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you. And
We are now.
So, vote to go into closed session. All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? We're in closed session. Chief, thank you.
Thank you.